Offensively, they are on pace to be the worst team in the modern era. 31-108. Chicago has lost 11 games in a row. The bright spots in the lineup are Benintendi and Gavin Sheets, who was 2 for 4 with a couple of hard ground ball hits yesterday. Heading into this Tuesday night, it's game 140 of 162. And the first sunny night on this Tuesday, September the 3rd. And you'll notice right there, White Sox right fielder Corey Julks. There's the first curveball down and in to 2008. On a 1-2, there's a curveball.
The money. That was a great way to set this up.
And there's a swing and miss rate at 30%. Junior All-Star a season ago for Chicago. And Robert rips a fastball.
I mean, a hitter has trouble picking it up till about halfway there, and a lot of times it's too late by then.
Robert with a ground ball to Gunnar Henderson. Shows off the rocket. Here's Andrew Benintendi and another first pitch fastball.
Just a vertical break, and he has a pretty above average induced vertical break as he kind of misses with the sinker
more
inside
break
there.
Than usual on the fastball.
And what we mean by induced
I
vertical.
think you're going to steal my job by the end of this broadcast.
No, trust me, that's not going to happen. I'm just trying to understand it.
No, you're right. Things like that. And like you said,
off the top of the scoreboard, Santander's throw into second will be late. 2 strikes on ball. Had more than 2 teams. And a ground ball to short again for Henderson. And Kate Povich with that fastball, curveball. We come back. Picks tonight. And Estrini makes his 8th big league start, which he begins with a low foul. And there's a curveball, which he does not
force him low, and you're going to see a lot of that from Estrini tonight. Set up other pitches. I mean, maybe he's trying to set up that curveball low in the zone. That's something that Shane Bieber has
in play at 95 or up. Low in the zone again. Henderson pops it. 3rd highest scoring game of the year. In front of Julks, and Gunnar with a hard turn on his way to second, and he is in the. And Rutschman takes a fastball low.
Less than 2 out. It's a new metric for you, Alex. It's called HWA.
And how to win awareness is taking that first pitch, and it's nice to see Adley do that and get to 1-0 as opposed to 0-1. I mean, love seeing him in a.
Tried to throw the fastball high, and you can see that.
Yeah, I went back and looked at his minor league number.
Journeys through the minors. Rutschman stepped out there and off pitches outside the zone. Will take a curveball that's just out.
Very simple with his mechanics. He just kind of goes straight down the hill.
First one today, and now Anthony Santander, who looks at a fastball somewhere around the outside. Breaking balls, more off-speed pitches today, in hitter-friendly counts, and there's another low fastball.
39 homers and first base is open, so I'm still going to make my pitch right here.
Cowser. And Cowser gets it first for the O's. Ooh. That pitch got all the way. Maybe a fastball instead. That'll work just fine. Cowser with a single. Hard to hit balls. 970 slug. So hit it hard with Chicago. And Aloy's in a 3-0 count.
Yeah, so the average at 7 inches, or 7 feet even rather, which is a really short stroke to the ball.
So they're able to get that quick A swing off, and the Orioles as an org seem to really prioritize guys that can get through the zone.
3 runs already across, and a curveball down and in for Cedric on 2-1 after a big night yesterday. Will yank a fastball out of play. Tied a season high yesterday. Hits and runs, and he will chase Mullins. The curveball coming up to 20-year-old Jackson Holliday. Kate Povich staked to a 3-0 lead already. As the Lutherville, Maryland-born Sheets will take that breaking ball.
Putting into his arsenal.
Well, we noticed
when he pitches a curveball, a sweeper, and a cutter too. Sometimes they begin to morph into one. So what
pitches a little bit further out of the zone to try and get that chase.
Well, worst at the bottom of the zone. Here's a ground ball to short, and it kicks away from Henderson.
Back in than the average catcher does.
Just like that.
Differently, right? When, you know, maybe a decade ago, you could look at a catcher's glove and try and get him in that way.
For me as a pitcher, like, I want to know where you want the ball. We got him.
Povich, he picked off. Terrific deception. And now a sweeper slammed down the line and left, but foul by Lenine Sosa.
60 feet 6 inches, and you can dip it out of the zone either up or down or whatever it is. You're going to have
The
success.
second for the Orioles. And Rivera gets another
Behind
slide.
almost every Oriole hitter, and then got some balls in the heart of the plate and plus counts. And the Orioles offer that pitch. It's not called a strike if it's a 2-1 count, but instead.
Gunnar Henderson takes a low fastball.
I think more often than not, for sure. But like you said, guys are able to pitch backwards.
Yeah, careful here too. Carry it through the zone, and that's a good example of hitters see it low and the ball just
Four-seamer and do it low. He's not going to be able to set up that slider or that changeup. If he does pick it up, we'll see if he starts to throw a few more off-speed pitches.
Down. Right down the middle.
Right. While I said he's only swung and missed at 9 pitches in 0-0, he had
Upward trend the last couple of years as an Oriole.
and he hasn't, and he's very good at it.
Henderson running another high fastball, leads, throws, sick.
For pitchers,
RBI double already.
swinging and missing a lot.
Oh my gosh.
happening with Nastrini is his body's getting out in front, and when your body gets out in front,
Golden opportunity. First pitch, slider, selective in certain counts. As that fastball's yanked. Start. White Sox have lost 6 of 7. At bats back to yesterday. And Cole, little less drop for Nastrini. And then he runs a fastball up and away.
Valid, right? You just don't want it to be something that people see all the time.
get a little bit more, let your stuff just play. If you don't, you better figure out.
Oh no! Oh my! Can't wait till Sig gets it. Reasonably bent.
How much length out of him, but you're starting to get in that danger zone when you start talking about 30+ innings.
He's going to throw at least 5 more pitches after it. And a strike with Jimenez at second. Pitch to Mullins. Likely. So Jackson Holiday on for left on left battle, and Schuster's, which he doesn't throw in the zone much. As now Brooks Baldwin.
How do you keep your composure mentally when you have that long of a break?
Doing some band work just to kind of stay loose, but you never mind sitting there.
Nice. Amaya takes a breaking ball low, ball 2.
The most competitive curveball, but I kind of enjoy what he did there.
His first start back from AAA this go-round against the Red Sox. Quick outs. Mullins will give way to Holiday. So sharing their story will allow families in the NICU to stay.
The bell, you know, getting knocked down and getting back up again. He wanted to set example for his kids, and I don't think you could say it.
Did some form of throwing today. 3 Orioles pitchers. There's ball 1 to Gunnar Henderson.
I think what did it say, golf?
In golf, yeah. I'm going to have to ask. Better. Swelling has gone down on the forearm.
Dean Kramer is better.
It's some hardcore lettuce from Dean Kramer.
Just saw, which again doesn't necessarily have the best movement profile, right? It's like Nastrini too wants to get at the knees with that four-seamer, really focus low there.
Respect for Schuster, was a first-round pick, and a changeup away to Adley
Building
Rutschman.
the pitches that you have to form an arsenal to form success, right? Just because you see that, oh, he's got
exactly, especially when you're talking about changeups, you talk about breaking balls, because hitters again.
3-2 for Adley, and there's a nice changeup. So Schuster puts together a 1-2.